Hello everyone, good evening. So welcome to the another episode of Dil Se Dil Tak on the D show powered by Deepika M Team Production, and I'm here today with my team and sitting here in Mohali office of FinCoach, that is IFM FinCoach campus, and with the super lady, none other than Mrs. Amanjot Kaur, Director IFM FinCoach. Namaskar ma'am.
Hi, Namaskar, and thank you for having me. It's a great pleasure to be in conversation with you, Deepika.
Ma'am, it's our sincere gratitude to you.
I see my younger self in you, so that's so it's great being here. And in fact, welcome to the campus. That is how I should say. And
I must compliment your campus is really lush green.
yeah.
And there's so much openness,
Yes.
and I feel that the students who are coming here for their coachings preparations for banking, the ones who are going to be working in the banking scenario,
Yes.
they'll be getting good fresh air before they actually get into the corporate
Yeah,
setup.
I think that's the whole idea, to give them that connect. They should get an environment where they can, learn and connect with nature, of course. And we have students from all over the states, like the northern states, Punjab, Haryana, Himachal, Uttarakhand. So, when they come here, obviously they feel at home. That's the whole idea, and give them a congenial environment for learning.
So, yes, ma'am. So, please tell us about your, this campus and, what all you're offering and what all there, from your end about IFM FinCoach to our audiences who are watching you.
Sure. So IFM is a brand which has been in financial solutions, and we set this up in 2004. So we've been in the space of advisory, financial advisory for our clients in the Tri-City and North India. And during this journey, I think we've mentored so many students also, and there have been so many students coming to our office for trainings and coaching and internships. So, so this, came upon us that, if students actually need, this kind of a training and they want practical experience, so why not have a vertical, which can help students, train themselves and become professionals in finance. So rather than doing it on student to student or one or two basis, we decided to open up this as a vertical. And so that's why it came up as IFM FinCoach.
Okay.
Because we are here to train students, and there are so many opportunities in banking industry. In fact, banking. So we use the term BFSI, right? So which is banking, finance, and insurance. All these services, and this is a booming sector.
Ji.
And BFSI is really upcoming, the fastest growing sector, and there are so many jobs. So at one hand, where we are talking about unemployment, there are so many opportunities here. So why not just bridge the gap between opportunities which are there and the students who are passing out. So we are in this. So we set this up in 2021, but that was a COVID area time actually, which is
Okay.
going. So practically, we started training in 2022. And we've trained, I think, around 10,000 students online, offline. And now we are focusing more on offline because COVID, we covered a lot of online students. But now what we are focusing is on, specific batches which can be absorbed by the banks. And these includes retail banking, sales and operations both. And you'll be happy to know that last 2 months specifically, we've trained a sales officer for Axis Bank, and we've helped them hire 250 students, and they've undergone training and they've joined Axis Bank. So that's quite a number which the team together has come.
Actually, that is quite a huge
Yeah.
number.
So we are a
and-
group of bankers who
Right.
form a part of the team, and they're also contributing to training. So our curriculum is designed such that you get practical experience as well, because the trainer has experience and they can share from their working experience. So that's the whole idea. So not only banking, we've also helped a lot of mutual fund companies find professionals, and we've done for SBI Mutual Fund, HDFC Mutual Fund, and I think Birla Mutual Fund. So there, I think we've been able to give them around 200 professionals, and we've trained them on to become mutual fund analyst, and that means helping them pass their examination, the certification, and then so we not only, there are three parts to it, so there is training, then there is hiring, and there is further something called development. So it's not that we just hand over. So the students
Right.
are in touch with us, so they keep asking us for if they need any refresher. So that also we assist them. So we are a strong community of students, who come together. So like 1,000 student community that we are already helping.
That's so
Yeah.
wonderful.
So beside this, we also, we've tied up with by a couple of NGOs, wherein there are needy students who need to, find jobs, but they do not have resources to train themselves.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
So there, the NGOs, they get in touch with us, so we help them train and find suitable opportunities.
So,
And our audience is not just the metros or Chandigarh, I would say. So we have expanded our reach in the interiors. So we do our placement drives in Himachal, in Haryana, and Uttarakhand. And recently, I'll just share, there was a DGP of Haryana, so not to take names, so he wanted to do something for his own village.
okay.
So student community in his village. So he asked us that what is that we could do. So what we did was we went across and and he was kind enough to arrange the students community there, and we addressed them, and 20 of them came here for a training session.
All right.
And those 20 students were then exposed for interviews, and 12 of them are selected and they are working right now. So again, across banks. So it is basically, reaching out to them,
Right.
and then telling them, then orienting them and telling them how they can, crack interviews, how they can, become a bankable professional, like we call them. A professional, who can, work in the banks, and the banks can also depend on these people. Because generally what happens is that when you enter a banking industry, there are so many pressures which are there. There could be target pressures. Yeah?
So true.
Yeah. And there
And
could be
mostly-
customer pressure.
yes,
Customer can just come in
yes.
and shout at you.
Yes.
And the next day you decide that nahi, yahan nahi kaam karna. Right? So what is that they should expect? How they should orient themselves. What could be the job profile that they might enter? So wo sari preparation we ensure that they know and they have that exposure, and then so they are more likely to stick on.
If you could just tell us, our audiences that if, let's say, a female is looking, so how well grooming, this financial sector can be for a lady
Yeah, I
from the
think,
position's point of view.
Yeah, I think they can do wonders. And since you from the background, you would know how many of the top leaders, banking leader, whether it is HSBC or the top audit firms, or they have women as their top notch leaders.
Yes.
So it's about that, and just because I think they put all the things together. They are team workers, I would say. They empathize with their team quite well, and they are able to lead well. So I think the entire sector is quite welcoming, and I think women can walk in here, and they should be a little more open in terms of if you see even the SBI head, she was also Arundhati.
Yes.
So I think being SBI head, and she spoke about this, that women need to be open about it. They should be open to these kind of jobs, and then they should not put themselves in that framework that I am a woman professional. Then they are just professional, and I truly believe in that, and that is what I have believed in my own mind. That when I am there at my job or at my workspace, I am just a professional. And the work given to me has to be delivered by a professional, not a woman. So any challenges, any thing cannot become excuses, right? And something which has to be delivered has to be delivered.
Delivered.
Yeah.
So true.
And the execution could be a little delayed,
Yeah.
Maybe, it could be not today, tomorrow, and because of certain reason, but then one need not lose sight on the requirements of a job. And once I think that is clear in the mind, I think nothing can stop you from, doing whatever you want to do. And for that reason, a lot of women, have entered this sector and they feel quite safe about it. And organizations have also, they ensure that all women employees are taken care of, the HR specifically. And I think it's a great place to be in and a great place to grow, right? So, and they're respected also. I think it's quite a respected profession being a banker. That's what I feel. And I mean, I've become an entrepreneur since last 12 years. But I still, I meet customers who recognize me, and it's a beautiful feeling that, ma'am, aapne hamara ye kiya tha, you had opened my account or you had handled this transaction. So it's quite a respected profession, and people, because you're finally handling, something which is very dear to someone, which is money,
Yes.
right? And if you do it well, people remember you, people respect you for that. Right?
That's so very true, ma'am. You've said, because that's what we all are, working here for that growth for ourselves, for our families.
Yeah.
And I think you've really, actually put it very beautifully. Women are great leader, and when you're stepping to the work, then
Yeah.
it's a professional. It's not men, women.
Absolutely.
It's just a professional, working professional.
Let's not categorize ourselves.
So-
and that is what you have to always remember. And this kind of a thought will help you, actually face challenges.
Amazing, ma'am. So, ma'am, please tell us in FinCoach here. So, how much duration the candidate is actually taking, undergoing this entire process? So, it's like divided into months, course of time, or days. Please do elaborate on
So
that.
we have an advanced banking training, and that is for 60 days. And there we have, which I said, just mentioned, is functional content that is on banking. Plus, we also have around 10 days on soft skills, plus assignments and industry seminars and all. So overall, we give them 60 days. But there are other short courses also. Like you could have a 20 days course which makes you a sales professional. Similarly, a 1 month course if you want to become a mutual fund analyst, which helps you, understand the complete landscape of mutual funds, and also helps you, certify yourself, so that when you're joining an organization, you are certified and you are ready to sell or talk about the subject, because that is what is the requirement. So there are various courses. Also, we have capital market courses. That means if any case you want to understand what capital market looks like, what are portfolio management schemes. So all these things can be covered in a 1 month duration course. So you can either have a duration of a month, or you could have number of hours being coached. So all our content is on a platform, and while the student is attending classes, they can also do a self-paced learning on that platform. And then the assessments are also uploaded there, and the trainers track the assessments. So we have currently these courses which are there, and also we have a 15-day professional transformation course, which is that if you just want to go through the soft skill training, so that is for 15 days, and you can be a well-groomed, professionally transformed in 15 days.
So, ma'am, do they feel pressurized here?
In terms of
because it's actually a huge bunch of curriculum that they have to follow, and you're ensuring that they're taken care of, well.
Because it's quite well paced, because we know that.
So you have your outdoor also.
Yes.
So could you please tell us about
so we
outdoor?
also have we ensure that there is one Saturdays, in fact 2-3 sessions we have just for physical activity.
Oh, lovely.
And we have an Air Force personnel here, and he's part of a team, and he ensures that they go through the physical
very well.
So which is like having small games, fun games,
Jay.
within the classroom, which are your normal refreshers or icebreakers, but we also have a physical kind of a thing. You've seen the campus, which means they have to run one
So that's
round.
how it has been strategically designed like that.
So and even in so any of the fun days we could have, and we also have our own kind of a setup which is there, a farmhouse kind of a setup which is nearby this campus. So we, on the last day of their training, they get to spend the day there.
Oh wow!
So that's there. They go along with the trainer, spend a day at the
So
farmhouse.
I think you're currently working on the relationship, because
with the
people will
students,
always remember you for what they're actually taking
Absolutely.
from you.
So that memory is very important, and they build those bonds within the students also, with their trainer also, so which is a good feeling.
Very nice.
Though I think we're just 2 years old, but I think our community is going strong.
Oh ma'am, that's wonderful, because you're giving them experiential learning, and along with that, you're actually giving them a practicality which they are going to face in the world. So both physical and mentally you're also taken care of. As you said that you're giving them life skills as well as part of soft skills.
And if you could just speak to the students, and when they speak about how their experience has been, this is the first thing they talk about, is that they feel confident. So banking training बाद में, the first thing is that they feel confident. Why?
Yes.
Because that soft skill is very integral to the entire course content.
Wonderful, ma'am. So, ma'am, I think you shared a good amount of things about your IFM FinCoach, and now let's talk about you. So as a homemaker, as a working professional, as a mother. So please, how does it feel to actually handle all these together?
I don't think so. I've done it well in many of the places, but that's always in the hindsight. When you are currently, when you look at the hindsight, you always feel that you could have done it better. So maybe I could not be the perfect mother, maybe, or I was not the perfect maybe homemaker, but I wouldn't say I have any regrets about it, because I did my best at that moment.
Yeah, that's important.
That's important. Or maybe that time I was juggling, as you say. And it's very easy saying that, looking at the hindsight, yes, I did things well. No, I did fumble at a lot of places, but it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I was going to say that now. It's okay. It's absolutely okay.
I think this is a message, which I want to give to young mothers. That it's okay, because we are also new mothers. When you have a child, you are as new as the child.
So there's a young mother sitting in front of you today.
So I think you should always remember that, and you grow with as the child grows.
Yes.
And you become experienced as and because for you it's always a new day, a new challenge, and we always think that a bacha bada ho jayega to I'll be free. It's never like that. The challenges change. And maybe he's more independent on certain things and more dependent on certain different aspects. So I think it's very important, and that's been my learning, is to evolve along the time goes by, and not to be stuck
in one thing.
So I think being a woman or a homemaker, I tried and I did my best, but my only focus was that I should be true to whatever I do. And to own it up also, that if I didn't do well, it's okay to say that maybe I tried and it didn't happen, it's okay. And not to actually confront saying that no, I did and all that. So let's stop doing that, and let's just move ahead and say that I did my best.
Because often these days we meet people and actually really people say all good, sab badhiya, sab badhiya. I mean, you can be actually be yourself.
Imperfection is beautiful.
It is beautiful,
and it is more I would say more natural. Nobody is perfect. So in the age of filters, I think one needs to realize that it cannot be perfect. The world is not perfect, but it's beautiful.
So ma'am, what is that force which is actually keeping you? Because I see that a lot of you've come all this long way, and what is that one thing that has actually kept you going?
I think the way I would just give credit to my parents. The way I was brought up, and and parents are generally, and I think many of you would agree, they are role models for you. And My father, he was very hardworking, and after his retirement also he kept working, and I lost him like 7 years ago. But I still have those visuals of his hard work, and that keeps me going actually.
Yeah.
Because I remember that even though he was 80 years old, I knew that he had fixed times, of work and rest and then work, and then and my mom nagging him that you should stop working, and he would say no, that's very important. So I think that visual is very strong in my mind, that at any point work has to be a very it is a driving force, and I feel that whatever you're doing, it should always be you should always believe in it, and with that thought I get up every morning, that I need to contribute, I need to do a little value add in whatever work has been designated for me, and what is that I can do differently is also very important.
Wonderful.
Because meri chap, my stamp on that work should reflect. It has to be my kind of a work. That is something that I always feel.
All right, ma'am. So, it's beautiful to see how you've come all this while, and through this perseverance and determination, and of course, your respect for your parents. And that's what, we all are really admire for what you are today. So, please tell us what you actually enjoy loving, कुछ खाने में पसंद है या कुछ singing में पसंद है. You like shopping, so please tell us about. We would want to know you in personal also. How you?
No, it's just that I've been throughout my childhood I've been a very introvert kind of a person actually.
Oh.
And then coming becoming a professional and then training myself to talk, and then like sitting with you and talking so much. So it's been I've been fond of like reading, and now my new this thing is like listening to podcasts and learning from people, and also how people navigate through their problems, through challenges, and obviously shopping is every woman's. So obviously that is there, but yes, not.
So ma'am, you born and brought up here in Chandigarh only?
No, I was in fact. I was born in Durgapur, and that's in West Bengal. So a part of me is also Bengali, because I was born there and I really connect myself to that culture as well. So the kind of these reading, listening and all those things come from that culture, because they're quite intellectual people. So my friends, and also that is there. And yes, coming to then once I shifted to this part of the country, Punjabi, so genetic to hai, so yes, food is also there, but yes, once a while. It's good to indulge, but I love having it with my family or friends.
Okay, that's wonderful. So next time हम आपसे फिर maybe Sunday brunch में बात करेंगे.
Sure.
In your favorite of your cafes.
No, because
So that is also fine. Wherever you want, wherever is your corner, your adda actually.
Yes.
So once again, thanks a lot for your time for this particular talk show. ये मैम दिल से दिल तक का जो हमने start किया है series. So the actually insight behind it was to reach out to the audiences जो आपने जैसे कहा आपने कि podcast सुनते हैं आजकल, और कोई भी चीज अगर किसी को अच्छी लगे वो 10 मिनट क्या वो फिर टाइम ड्यूरेशन नहीं देखता, एंड आपकी आज जो आपने हमारी ऑडियंस से शेयर किया उसमें से एक भी अगर उनको बात उन तक पहुंच गई एंड इट एक्चुअली you get they feel motivated that मैम ने ये बात कही, और वो vis-a-vis चाहे एक होम मेकर सुन रही हो, वो vis-a-vis एक लेडी who is wanting to step out of the house and wants to work, और वो उसको आपने एक बैंकिंग सिनेरियो में कैसे काम करने का तरीका है वो भी अगर उसने आपसे सुन लिया, so I think it does make a huge difference, and that's what the whole motive behind this series is, that we give you handful of experienced professionals जो अपनी जर्नी के बारे में शेयर करें और आप इस इंडस्ट्री में कैसे एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं और उनका कैसे आपको आपके जीवन में ये चीजें प्रभावित हो सकती हैं. एक बस छोटी सी एक कोशिश है मैम, बाकी we are all trying in our everyday's life.
It's a great idea, that you can connect to people, and I think everybody can just share अब आप दिल तक पहुंच ही जाते हो तो they will have to मजबूर है अगर शेयर करें।
तो मैम आप जल्दी से टिप और ट्रिक दे दीजिए हमारे जनता को कि अगर उनको कोई भी आप अगर बैंकिंग से रिलेटेड अगर आप एक टिप या ट्रिक पहले तो आप चूज करिए, आप टिप देना चाहेंगे या ट्रिक देना चाहेंगे?
मैं टिप ही देना चाहूँगी, which is that I think learning is very important because जो landscape है वो इतना fast change हो रहा है because of technology. I think you have to be relevant. तो चाहे आप बैंकिंग में हैं और किसी भी इंडस्ट्री में हैं, अगर आप लर्निंग मोड में नहीं है, अगर आपका वो स्विच ऑफ हो गया तो फिर आप पीछे रह जाएंगे। सो योर लर्निंग मोड हैज टू बी ऑन एंड इफ यू आर इन बैंकिंग द न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स द टेक्नोलॉजी इज चेंजिंग सो फास्ट, so you really need to keep up and the more you are relevant in the market, the more the corporates or any organization or any banks will pick you up, they will hand pick you. So skills पे focus करें, make sure that your skill building doesn't stop. Once you join.
So true, ma'am. So true. अब हम since as they say that all good things do come to an end. So now we are moving towards the end of this talk show. So अब हम आपसे we're gonna have quick rapid fire round questions, and it has to be just instant, ma'am. Whatever you feel. So karma for you. What is karma for you?
Goes around. So just be mindful.
Yeah. As a boss.
As a boss, I believe in we, not I. So teamwork.
Teamwork. Nice. So as a as a personal life, how would you define?
As I said, learning.
Learning.
So always a student of life. Because every day, every instance, every meeting, like if I'm meeting you, is a learning. If you open up your eyes and ears to it, there is so much.
So time for you, ma'am?
Time doesn't stop. Change is constant.
Okay. And something about your son?
Oh, in fact, I would just say that he's my guru now because there is something that he's the one, he understands me better than I understand myself, and sometimes I'm shocked because he is able to pick up that are you feeling like this? That is why you said it. So that's like I'm caught.
So they're truly the reflection of yourself. So I'm very happy to actually conclude this on a very, very aspiring note that look up to your family, look up to your work, where you're passionate, because जो आप passion अपने work में create कर सकते हैं, वही आप passion अपनी families के लिए create कर सकते हैं, वही passion आप अपनी society के लिए create कर सकते हैं, and we are there to give you handful of such more videos. So friends, thank you so much for watching us today. If you really like today's, I'm sure you really loved it, so please comment ज़रूर करिए and do subscribe to our channel. We will be posting it very soon on our channels, and right now you're watching it on Deepika M Team Production YouTube channel, and we will also be adding ma'am as a collaborator at their social media handles. So please people, अच्छा लगे तो बांटो, सब में बांटो. So thank you very much once again, ma'am, for your time, and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much. It was lovely.
Thank you.